Hey, YouTube. Happy Friday. Well, I'm going to talk a minute here about Brother Sir William McCray. Okay, I've avoided this story because apparently there's a lot going on with this William McCray. There are allegations that he has been blackmailing people. He's been through this since I've known of him. There have been many accusations, several lawsuits about this man extorting money out of these church people to keep their secrets. Well, he's in the midst of another situation between him, the law, and some of his tactics, some of the way he supports himself. Apparently, he gets a lot of his income from these people who are either guilty or paying him to not be a nuisance. Anyway, we're not going to talk about that quite yet because we don't have all the facts. Probably I won't even talk about it until someone's actually been arrested or formally accused, brought before the court. I want to focus in on one thing, though. So for a while now, this sector, it would be the church sector, right? And there are three people who I sort of follow or know of. They are William McCray. As far as church gossip, William McCray, King Jives, Larry Nelson. Larry Nelson, that he's not in it. Larry Reed. King Jives, William McCray, Larry Reed. Recently, they all seem to be getting along. There was an incident, I think it was last year, where McCray and King Jives and this other guy, I don't know who he was, did a video together at one of their conferences. They're all Kojic. Well, Larry Reed is not Kojic. And Larry's got his own legal battles and things he's fighting. So he's had some issues with being able to be live on YouTube. So we're going to pray for Larry Reed that he gets the situation resolved and he's able to get back on his stations. Because that's where I would ordinarily get all my church gossip or church news from. Larry has got nothing to do with this story. I want to focus in on this thing that I got from King Jives a few minutes ago. This accusation. So all of this is allegedly. Allegedly. I've always wondered how these people pull it off. These people who even a blind man could see are gay people. Gay people. For here we're going to focus in on the Church of God in Christ. These people, how they go into this church. Church is more important to them than their private life. So they choose to be in the closet and they claim deliverance and so forth. And I wondered, how do these people, how do they function? They got to be doing something, right? William McCray in particular. Andrew, who knows what Andrew? But William McCray in particular, he claims to be a heterosexual person, right? Always has nasty things to say about homosexual people. And it's just so, he doesn't put any effort in conforming to this religion that he says that he is so committed to. In other words, if you were going to commit to a heterosexual lifestyle, should you really have 2-3-inch nails painted? Should you really have all these weaves and all this effeminate clothing on? No matter what he says, I saw him walk once, and I didn't need any more information. This man walks like a woman, William McCray. But he goes on and says all these horrible things about gay people and people who have sex outside of marriage and holiness is the way, and it's just spewing all this stuff. And I'm wondering, what is he doing? Now, frankly, I've always thought that he's probably picking up hustlers. Hustlers, people you pay for sex, right? Because let's face it, he's not no eye candy, William McCray. But hustlers will do that thing for money. It's got nothing to do with how you look, how you act, your personality. You just pay. So I figured that. But I said, what Wouldn't that be awful risky, though? If one of these guys, these hustlers, decided to go public, because I'm not saying he's a celebrity, but he's a public figure amongst these church people, right? So, how does he do it? What's he doing? Because he's claiming he ain't got no woman, he ain't got no wife, nothing like that. But he's claiming he doesn't have sex with me anymore. He's delivered, he says. What's he doing? And so, while listening to Jives, he made this video a couple of days ago. He suggested that someone he knew personally had made contact with William McCray on live, one of these Jacked, Grindr, one of these websites they use, these sexual sites. And he said that the man had offered to pay him for him to come to his hotel where he was at. The lights will be out. The booty tooted up in the air. And then he was to have sex with him, take the money off the dresser, and leave. So the man went to William McCray. This is all allegedly. He went there, but William McCray actually wanted this man to put his face in his behind. So the man said, yes, I'm a prostitute, but I'm not crazy. I'm not sticking my face in anything I can't see. So he pulls out his phone, the little phones, iPhone, even the Androids, they have a little light on there, right? Actually, a pretty bright light you can click on. He puts the light on that booty, and the booty, I'm not here to read. I'm just going to tell you the fact, what I know of this situation. The booty didn't look too appetizing, let's say. Let's say there was a lot going on. I mean, he's had bypasses, and who knows how much skin is on his body, extra skin. But he said it was covered with things. He wasn't going to eat that. So the man turns to leave. He wants to leave. Apparently, in this commotion, William McCray became concerned that this dude was filming him, which is probably his greatest fear, to get on film, because this is what the kind of stuff he specializes in. And you know how damning and damaging it could be. He said, "What are you doing? You don't film me. Don't put me on film." And the man proceeded to put his clothes on and left. So, I'm thinking, I'm sorry I keep doing this. There's something on my eye, in my eye. Anyway, I just did dusting, so it's probably that. This man left. So now a light bulb went off when I was hearing this story from King Jive's video on yesterday. I said, wait a minute. That would explain the whole thing, wouldn't it? This way, no one would see him having sex. There will be no witnesses. Even the person who he was having sex with would not know who he was. He just pushed the hair around the pillow, and he had this thing sticking up. And then, and maybe that's the way he's doing it. That's how he's able to stay in the closet. That's how he's able to play this role, that he's so holy. His holiness. Because something will have to explain what he's been doing. He's not old. He said, baby, calm down. I don't know why my baby itching. He just had a bath yesterday. So this is what it is, huh? This is how he's doing it. I wonder how many others are doing this, these closet queens. People who want to stay incognito. I wonder how many celebrities have to do that. Those kind of things. I've encountered those kind of things. And I ain't no virgin. Back when I was in the drug life, I remember a couple of guys who I contacted and had a similar type situation. I figured this is their fetish, right? But when I got to the hotel, I was a drug dealer at the time. Ain't no way in hell I was gonna go into a dark room with somebody I couldn't see or see who behind the doors. I couldn't go in there because it was a security risk. Come here. It was a security risk. Say hello. Hi people. How you doing? Tell them how happy you are. What you doing? Don't do that to me, Daddy. It was a security risk, right? So I declined. And I've heard of people doing that. I've seen those ads on those sex sites when I used to go. I mean, I haven't had sex in a long time. But I do remember some people would do that. There's a hotel here in Castro called Beck's Hotel, known for this kind of encounters. stay totally incognito. Come and go. It seems very dangerous to me. Because even the one time that I showed up there, and it was at that same hotel, and I showed up there and I saw this person with their booty up in the air, which I wasn't going to encounter because I wasn't going to take my clothes off in a strange place like that. But even just opening the door, I could see his laptop over there. I could see his trousers. I assume his wallet was in his trousers. I mean, couldn't somebody just come and take his shit and leave? But maybe people have a reason. It never occurred to me that these people might be incognito. And they're not doing this because it's a sexual turn on. They're doing this because they're trying to hide their identity and still have sex. So this is the accusation. You don't believe me? Go listen to Mr. Jives. He's made a couple of videos. The last couple of days, he's made reference to this situation. So he seems pretty confident in that. And it will go a long way towards explaining how this man is able to stay in that church, talk holiness, look as gay as you could possibly get, look Liberace gay, and then never have anyone to come forward to identify him. Now, we don't know if he's ever been blackmailed or not. You know, he moves in those circles. But we don't know if any of those people have ever saying, I know who you are. It's got to be frightening. I mean, you don't even turn around and look and see who the people are. Whatever. Okay, so this is the latest thing. But the real news with McCray is this situation he's got with these church people who he's been blackmailing, or that is the accusation. So when I have more information about exactly what's going on with that, is he being drawn, coming before the courts again? We'll talk about that later. Right now, we just want to identify something here. That's how he does it. Allegedly. If he does it that way, how many others